morning. A Merry Christmas. We hope you had a wonderful day yesterday. Robbie Mustoe, Robbie Earle, myself, Rebecca Lowe, with you just short of 11 hours today. And by the way, you don't have to go anywhere because we're on USA Network all day other than the Luton game that's on Peacock. So just stay where you are. Don't move. We hope you're waking up having had a lovely day yesterday. Now, Manchester United fans, gentlemen, will be waking up today and yesterday having heard the news, Robbie, on Christmas Eve that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is the knight in shining armour coming to rescue the club. How happy will they be?
They've got to be happy. They've got to be happy. This is a huge step in the right direction. There will be a huge reset of the footballing side of the club, something that we've both talked about, all of us have talked about, Rebecca, for many, many months, that the football side of it's got to be ripped up and start again. His organisation, INEOS, has investments in multiple sports, so they know sport and organisations. They know how to go in there and try and fix things. They've got potential CEOs and sporting directors lined up. I'm sure at the moment the first thing Jim Ratcliffe will do will just do a full assessment top to bottom. That's what we hear is going on right now. All signings, all decision-makings on hold, including that of the manager. Listen, there's lots of things that maybe the fans would have preferred, like a total new ownership, but the confirmation came that they are taking over the sporting side, so I think Manchester United fans have got to be happy because it can't get any worse than the way it's been ran.
There's also going to be some money to improve the stadium.
Yeah.
They want to improve the training ground and, of course, the structure, as Robbie says, within the football side of things. But what about on the field? That's really where the Manchester United fans care. So, Erik ten Hag, do you think he's a dead man walking?
Well, as he comes into his new football club, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, I've got a list of 4 things that he has to address. It's a long to-do list. The manager is number 1. The support team underneath him, sporting directors, that is number 2. Number 3 is the squad, number 4 is the stadium. So let's get to the manager, the most important person at his football club. What Jim Ratcliffe will bring is not only billions of dollars, accountability back to the football club. And the accountability for Erik ten Hag, I believe, will come in the second half of this season. They've lost 8 Premier League games of 18, Rebecca. They've scored 18 goals, as many as Burnley and Luton. This manager will be on a provisional position from now till the end of the season to see if he's the right man to take Manchester United forward under Jim Ratcliffe. Jim Ratcliffe's talking about getting Manchester United back to the levels they were, one of the dominant teams in Europe. I still think there's a question, who's the person who's going to be leading that charge?
It's not often that new owners come into a football club and the manager stays. Usually they want to make a change. How do you see it?
I see it as that they will make a change. Unless something brilliant happens between now and the end of the season with this team climbing back into contention for a top 4 spot that looks miles away really right now, then I think they will make a change, Rebecca. There's too much evidence of poor recruitment, particularly some of the money that he has directly been involved with, Erik ten Hag, because we know the connections from his previous club. Some of the decisions on some of the older players has come into the club. There's enough there with the performance level now, with falling out with Jadon Sancho, that you can't get Marcus Rashford back to his very, very best. So unless things turn around dramatically, I think they'll be looking for a new coach in the summer.
Sorry, do you think as well that in this period now, Rebecca, Jim Ratcliffe will have his man. There'll be somebody in that football club who's reporting back to this guy about what's happening in the dressing room, what the relationships are like, what's
like a
going
mole
on.
in the camp.
A little mole in the camp. Listen, you don't get to this guy's wealth and have this much money and just sit there and say, oh, I'll start on January the 1st. He'll have some intelligence of what's going on. He'll have a feel and a temperature of the football club.
What did you say he was worth? You looked it up before the show?
$38 billion.
Incredible. Happy days, surely, for Manchester United. Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.